Good day everyone. So now, I'll be discussing about the vacuum circuit breaker, also known as VCB. This device is one of the important protection equipment used in electrical power systems. So as we all know, a circuit breaker is used to protect electrical systems by automatically disconnecting power whenever there is a fault, such as short circuit or overload. So what makes the vacuum circuit breaker different is that it uses vacuum to stop or extinguish the electrical arc during switching operations. So throughout this presentation, we will discuss its definition, properties, construction, working operation, advantages, disadvantages, and applications. Now that we have an overview of today's topic, let us redefine and discuss what a vacuum circuit breaker actually is. So a vacuum circuit breaker is a type of circuit breaker that uses vacuum as the arc quenching medium. When the contacts inside the breaker separate, an electrical arc is formed. Since there is vacuum inside, the arc is extinguished very quickly. So fun fact for our learnings, the term dielectric strength means the ability of a material or medium to resist electrical breakdown. Vacuum has a very high dielectric strength, which means electricity cannot easily pass through it once the arc is removed. So another advantage is minimal contact erosion. This means the contacts do not wear out quickly, giving the breaker a longer service life. Also, VCBs are commonly used in medium voltage systems, especially from 11 kV up to 33 kV, such as substations and industrial plants. Okay, since we already know what a vacuum circuit breaker is, let us now discuss why vacuum is used inside the breaker by looking at its important properties. So first, it has a very high dielectric strength. This means that vacuum can withstand high voltage without allowing current to flow unexpectedly. Second, it has a fast arc extinction. The electrical arc disappears very quickly because there are very few particles inside the vacuum to support the arc. Third, it has minimal ionization. Since vacuum has almost no gas molecules, there are fewer ions and electrons available to continue the current flow. So lastly, it has excellent insulation capability. So vacuum acts as a very good insulator, helping prevent restriking of the arc after interruption. So these properties make VCBs very efficient and reliable in protecting electrical systems. So now that we understand the properties of vacuum, let us move on to the construction or main components of the vacuum circuit breaker and their functions. So first off, we have the fixed contact. So muna ito ang fixed contact. It remains stationary and does not move during operation. So its purpose is to provide a stable conducting point for current flow. So during normal conditions, it stays connected with the moving contact, so electricity can pass through the breaker. So next up, we have the moving contact. So muna ito ang moving contact. So this part moves upward or downward during opening and closing operations. So when the breaker operates during a fault, the moving contacts separate from the fixed contact to interrupt the current flow. So next up, we have the outer envelope or ganik, which is made up of transparent glass. So its purpose is to seal the interrupter and maintain the vacuum condition inside the chamber. So it also allows visibility of the internal parts while protecting from the outside environment. So next up, we have the insulating envelope, ganik. So insulating envelope provides the electrical insulation between the conducting parts. Since the breaker operates at very high voltage, insulation is very important to prevent current leakage or flashover. It also helps support the internal structure mechanically. So next up, no, we have the metallic bellows. So mo niya ito ang metallic bellows, which is usually made up of stainless steel and allows the moving contact to move without breaking the vacuum seal inside the interrupter. So in simple terms, no, it acts like a flexible connector that maintains the vacuum while allowing motion or vent. So next up, no, we have the end shield. So ganun siya. The end shield protects the inner surfaces of the interrupter from metal vapors produced during working. So when the contact separates, no, small metal particles are released because of high temperature, and the end shield collects these particles and prevents contamination inside the chamber. So next up, no, we have the shield support flange. The shield support flange holds and supports the shielding structure inside the interrupter. It helps keep the internal components properly aligned and mechanically stable during operation. So, how do they work all together? So all these components, no, work together to safely interrupt electrical current. The fixed and moving contacts carry current during normal operation. When a fault occurs, the moving contacts separates from the fixed contact, and the vacuum inside the interrupter quickly extinguishes the arc, no? While the shields collect metal vapors and the insulating parts prevent electrical leakage. So at the same time, no, the metallic bellows allows movement while still maintaining the vacuum seal. Because of this coordinated design, no, the vacuum circuit breaker can interrupt fault currents safely, quickly, and efficiently. So after learning about different parts of the vacuum circuit breaker, no, let us now see how these components work together during actual operation. So during normal conditions, no, the contacts remain closed. Because the contacts are touching each other, current flows normally throughout the circuit breaker to the electrical load. So at this stage, no, there is no arc because the contacts are still connected. So when a fault happens, no, such as a short circuit or overload, the breaker receives a trip signal. So the moving contact separates from the fixed contact to interrupt the current flow. As the contact separates, an electrical arc starts to form between them because current still tries to continue flowing. Since dili man na siya ma-automatically stop ang pag-flow sa current, no? I-separate na niya, mabulag siya, and na-arc nga mo reach out bitaw pa doon sa atong isa ka contact. At the contact tips, no, the temperature becomes extremely high due to the arc. And because of this high temperature, small metal vapor molecules are released from the contact surfaces. So, kaning atong mga bubbles diri nga na-form, no? These metal vapors are important because they temporarily help sustain the arc. And now, no, the breaker reaches the current at 0 point. So at current 0, the metallic ions and vapor particles quickly condense back into the contacts and metal shields, as what we can observe here in our illustration, no? Because the vacuum contains very few particles, no, the arc cannot continue anymore. So it gets extinguished or quenched. So makita nato diri na nga ang atong arc na na-form diri kanina kay na wala na siya or na-extinguish na. And after the arc is extinguished, no, the vacuum immediately regains its high dielectric strength. So this prevents the arc from restriking or forming again between the contacts. So because of this very fast recovery, no, vacuum circuit breakers are highly reliable and effective in protecting electrical systems. Also, because of this fast and efficient interruption process, the vacuum circuit breakers offer several advantages. VCBs are compact in size, so they require less installation space, and they also have longer service life because the contacts now experience very little wear during operation. And since vacuum is used during or instead of oil, there is no fire hazard, making the breaker safer to use. The breaker also operates inside a sealed vacuum chamber, so it does not produce harmful gases during or after operation. Another advantage is that it can interrupt heavy fault currents quickly and effectively, helping protect electrical equipment from damage. And because there are minimal contact wear and no oil replacement needed, the maintenance requirement is low, and the breaker also operates quietly. So in addition, vacuum circuit breakers can withstand lightning surges due to high dielectric strength of the vacuum. So the arc inside the breaker lasts only for a short time, resulting in low arc energy and minimal damage to the contacts. So lastly, the moving parts are light, so less operating power is needed. And overall, these advantages makes the vacuum circuit breaker reliable, efficient, and widely used in medium voltage power systems. However, despite its many advantages, the VCB still have its limitations. So now, let us discuss some of its disadvantages. One limitation of the VCB is its limited breaking capacity at very high voltages, resulting to it being mainly used for medium voltage applications na lang. And another disadvantage is its higher initial cost compared to some other types of circuit breakers. Vacuum circuit breakers can also be sensitive to certain environmental conditions that may affect their external components and operating mechanisms. So in addition to that, repair and replacement may require specialized equipment and trained personnel because the vacuum interrupter is sealed man. So di siya madali-dali o maintain kaya maintenance. And another limitation is that vacuum has limited arc energy dissipation capability during extremely high fault conditions. But even with these disadvantages, vacuum circuit breakers are still widely used in many applications, which we will now be discussing. So first, they are commonly applied in outdoor power systems operating from 22 kilovolts to 66 kilovolts, where they protect electrical equipment from overloads and short circuits. They are also used in distribution substations, which are responsible for distributing electricity from transmission lines to consumers such as homes, schools, and businesses. So, in industrial power systems, VCBs protect heavy machinery and equipment from electrical faults that could damage the system or interrupt production. So another important application is in rural electrification systems, where dependable protection devices are needed to provide stable electricity in remote areas. So VCBs are also used in power plants and transmission systems because they can interrupt high fault currents quickly and efficiently, helping maintain system stability and safety. And in addition, these breakers are also ideal for locations requiring low maintenance equipment since the vacuum interrupter has minimal wear and does not need frequent servicing. So lastly, VCBs are very suitable for areas with frequent switching operations because they can open and close circuits repeatedly without significant damage to the contacts, so making them highly durable and efficient for long-term use. And that concludes my presentation regarding the vacuum circuit breaker. And thank you for listening.